I'm ready to try block printing again with a larger block, and I went back to my fourth sketchbook to choose the reference I want to use, this psychedelic octopus, but I'm going to simplify it when I carve it. So I transferred the image not very well to the block. I had to fill in a lot of details with a Sharpie, but it was enough to give me the placement of most of the tentacles, and I didn't have to start from scratch to try to draw my octopus. I did highlight the tracing paper a little bit there to try to keep track of which tentacles I had traced. There you see it didn't transfer very well, but it gave me enough to get started. I had tried using kind of carbon copy transfer paper, and that didn't work at all on this block surface. It's a very easy carve beginner material to try block printing again. I've been itching to try block printing again since I made my tiger lady about 2 months ago. I think I did a little better with carving this time. The blade there did better when I held it pretty flat against the block and just sort of let the blade glide along without penetrating very deeply. Last time I tried it, I just kept getting like deeper and deeper into the block until I was sort of stuck there. I did find the curves of the tentacles pretty challenging, but many block prints have sort of a rustic, chunky look anyway that I ended up not really minding, but if I continue to practice, I'm sure I'll get a little better at that. I did use this paint that came with the kit, and it worked much better than regular old acrylic. It's very, very thick and heavy. You'll see in a minute I am not applying enough ink here, and it comes out very spotty. I'm trying to rub it with a wooden spoon. There is a cool tool I've seen people use for that that I don't own, but if I want to try more, maybe I'll pick up that tool. So there was not enough ink at all on that one, or I also might not have been pressing hard enough. So you'll see, I do a whole series, and I did get a much better feel for how much ink to apply, but I never really came upon a great method for pressing it thoroughly enough. So these were test prints. I just did one right on the back of the other. All right, so there wasn't enough paint on that one either, but I also was kind of just doing them as a test to see how my lines looked. And I do want to carve out the background and part of the eyes. So here I'm beginning the long process of carving out the background, and I've seen some block prints where they leave the blank spots kind of textured looking. You still see little bits of the block, and I wanted to go for that effect. This I think is too much ink, but it came out pretty good. I think it shouldn't look that liquidy on the glass over there. All right, so let's see how this one comes out. So now I tried using some heavy books to weigh it down. Ooh, I love the suspense of peeling back the print. And this right here I think is my favorite clip in the whole video. Didn't that look so cool, seeing the mirror image peeling off? So I really liked that one. I had actually made this blue paper a while ago in anticipation of sort of an octopus's garden, if you will. So it was a fun way to get some background watery colors, and I really like how they came out. But you'll see my background had too much block left in it, and I pretty much obscured almost all of this blue that I had been very happy to have seeing through. And I'm going to try some orange paint. This was paint suited for block printing as well that I ordered because, you know, orange and blue are best buddies. All right, that's probably my best print so far. The octopus's body looks very filled in with the orange. And here's another one. This one didn't fill in as well with the orange. I didn't like how much of the background was covering up the blue, so I went in and carved out some more of the background, and I also carved out some parts of the octopus's eyes because I thought that would be fun to have the blue showing through. So then I made a black background. I had to add a little water to be able to paint with that thick paint. And I really like the effect of adding the orange to the black and getting a darker color. And here's a little peek of some more rigorous pressing that I tried. And I did like how the orange looked against the black. I still wanted to see how my octopus's garden watery background would look with the newly carved out background from the block. So I needed to make some more watery backgrounds. I really like how this print came out, even though it's pretty messed up on the bottom. There's missing orange and there's some blotchy orange as well. I still like it, and I do like how more of the blue shows through. And then I mixed up some orange and black paint and got this dark brown or sepia brown, and I really love this look too over the blue. I do not know why, but the orange and black print would not dry. It was still tacky to the touch a day later, so I covered it in polyurethane. That's what gave it that shine, and I like that richer color that it gave it as well. Then I arranged all my keepers in my sketchbook with the reference photo and the tracing paper. And I want to thank you for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Take care.